드리겠습니다. 네, 감사합니다.
네, 감사합니다. 오늘 우리 정말 국민 배우라고 할 수 있는 고두심 선생님의 강연을 듣고 나니까 저는 문득 김만덕 할머니께서 환생하셔서 우리를 꾸짖고 있는 게 아닌가 하는 생각이 들었습니다. 정말 감사드립니다. 정말 대단한 스피치였고 감동적인 그 강연이었습니다. 김만덕 할머니라는 조람만 떠올려도 항상 가슴이 뭉클해집니다. 아까 우리 고두심 선생님께서 김만덕 할머니를 노블리스 오블리주의 표상이라고 하셨지만 사실은 그 말씀은 정확하지는 않습니다. 왜냐하면 아까 선생님께서도 말씀하셨지만 노블레스 오블리주는 원래 본 뜻은 귀족의 책무라는 뜻입니다. 로마 시대의 귀족들은 되게 핸디캡들이 많았다고 해요. 왜 그러냐면 이분들이 전쟁이 나면 앞장서서 싸우고 목숨을 나라에 바쳤기 때문에 그 몸이 불편한 분들이 많았는데, 그래서 로마 시민들이 로마의 귀족들에게 좀 귀족으로서의 좀 특권을 누리는 것을 용인했다고 합니다. 그래서 그것이 이제 지금 귀족이 없어진 이런 사회에서는 어떻게 보면 가진 자의 의무이자 또는 사회 지도층의 책무라고 할 수 있는 거죠. 그런데 김만덕 할머니는 사회 지도층도 아니었고 귀족도 아니었습니다. 그 시대에 228년 전이면 감히 지금처럼 성평등이란 말을 꺼낼 수도 없는 그런 시대였습니다. 그런 시대에 제주도민들이 정말 어려움에 처하자 전 재산을 다 내놓은 그런 정말 우리나라 나눔 정신의 정점에 있는 위인이다, 의인이다, 그렇게 말씀드리지 않을 수 없습니다. 저는 이제 김만덕 할머니의 정신을 더 이상 제주도에, 더 이상 한반도에만 가둬둘 수 없다고 생각을 합니다. 이 할머니의 정신을 전 세계에 알리고 또 이런 분을 본받는 사람들이 좀 많아져야 되겠다 하는 생각을 했습니다. 오늘 정말 이 자리에서 참석해 주신 여러분들께 감사드리고 정말 감동적인 스피치를 해주신 우리 고두심 선생님 다시 한번 감사드립니다. 다음 순서는 우리 프리다, is this your turn? 오늘 두 번째 발표를 맡아주실 프리다 미리클리스 선생님을 소개해드리겠습니다.
안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. All protocols observed, distinguished guests, I'd like to firstly thank the Department of Gender Equality of the Jeju Government, the Kim-Man-duk Foundation and the Kim-Man-duk Museum, Jeju Women and Family Research Institute, and what a resounding speech by Do Sin Ko in honour of your legendary Kim-Man-duk this afternoon. It is a great honour to return to this beautiful island and to the Jeju Forum for Peace and Prosperity after some 10 years. My fascination with this beautiful island runs deep. Maybe because of my Hellenism, I was drawn to your beautiful islands of the gods. According to Greek mythology, Dike, the Greek goddess of fate, fortune and chance, was the embodiment of the whims of destiny, both the positive side and the negative side. Dike was responsible for the entire community, not just the individual. There are comparisons between Dike and Ga Munjang Angi, who according to Jeju Island mythology was the goddess of fate and luck, and who at an early age saw within herself the key to her own fate and used this for the good of others. Kim-Man-duk, whom we honour at this forum, embodied these goddess-like qualities. She was, in today's terms, a smart and successful businesswoman who overcame personal adversity to become what we would regard as Korea's first CEO. And as we've just heard, when famine struck, her choice to send or to spend much of her personal wealth to import and freely distribute food have become a powerful symbol of generosity and philanthropy. Despite the many personal obstacles they faced, Dihe, Gamjang Aji, and the legendary Kim-Man-duk all recognised their self-worth and ability to achieve through the power of giving. Philanthropy, as we see it practiced today, is becoming more diverse, more collaborative, and more sustainable. There is greater emphasis on gender equality and sustainable development, and as we see more female entrepreneurs emerge and greater intergenerational wealth transfer going to daughters, women are having an enormous impact on causes such as social justice. United Nations Security Council Resolution 1325 nests women as essential to peace and security. It reaffirms the role of women in the prevention and resolution of conflicts, peace negotiations, peace building, peacekeeping, humanitarian response, and in conflict reconstruction, and stresses the importance of their equal participation and full involvement in all efforts for the maintenance and promotion of peace and security. Now, more than ever, it is incumbent on all of us to ensure that women and men are leading side by side, boldly, being true to themselves while also demanding more from themselves and those who are also in leadership. In speaking more about this, please allow me to segue to some of my reflections and lessons and experiences from where I left off here in 2013. As it has transpired, I've stepped into 4 key roles with a common theme of women's leadership to support empowerment, sustainability, and peace for a better, kinder world. Looking into the future and in consideration of generations to come, I will share lessons of experience based on the pillars of peace: breaking the culture of gender inequality, steady employment, increasing the chance for peace, and thirdly, universal access to education being fundamental for peace. Through the lens of my various roles, firstly as chair of the Commonwealth Businesswomen's Network, our vision is to eliminate inequalities across the Commonwealth, creating an inclusive Commonwealth where every woman and girl has a voice, has a choice and independence to create. At the heart of what we do is harnessing the power and potential of women in business. And we are breaking down gender barriers. We are change agents committed to gender equality and systemic change. CBWN is a registered community interest company in the United Kingdom, funded and powered by women for women of the Commonwealth. Now, 2 of the key areas that set CBWN apart from other women's organisations is our convening power and the access which our accreditation status provides us to engage and influence policymakers through participation in Commonwealth ministerial meetings. Now, over the last few years before COVID, CBWN put more women in front of more government officials than any other organisation, including ministers of women's affairs, trade, IT, law, youth, education, health, and heads of government, with representatives self-funding their participation. CBWN is the only accredited organisation on women's leadership and economic empowerment to 56 governments, who collectively account for 20% of world trade, including 1 billion women, with 60% under the age of 30. We work with governments, the private sector, and women in business to encourage, enable, and embed women's economic empowerment across the Commonwealth through the delivery of activities and initiatives, products and services focused on trade, talent, and training. Now, the greatest change since I was last here in Jeju 10 years ago is the growth of the knowledge economy and the impact on countries' ability to compete on the world stage. The revolutionary impact of the Internet of Things means that digital and direct access